I always thought I was a 21 Pilots fan dating back to 2012, 13, let's call it. And then I realized after giving away these tickets for this show, I'm nowhere near a 21 Pilots fan. People that know like the food allergies of Blurryface. I'm like, how do you know his food allergies? That's crazy. But it's kind of incredible. And when you started the process, because now you get to almost look back now that Breach is out and the story has kind of come to an end, did the story go exactly as planned? Were there changes along the way that now that you look back, you go, that was the right move?
That's a good question. We are very proud of how long the story's been around. And like, even when we start with Blurryface, I remember specifically when we were recording Stressed Out, when I started singing, my name's Blurryface and I care what you think. I remember it was like that classic, like he's in the control room, he presses the talk by, he's like, what does that mean? And I was like, listen, it's going to be the name of the record. It's a character. He's kind of the antagonist of the whole thing. And I think that the idea was like, well, it's never going to be like a hit because no one knows what you're talking about. Right. But it was cool that we stuck with it, and even cooler that enough people cared to find out what we were talking about, what the story was about.
Is there ever been a discussion about, and I know you guys have directed music videos and you've been in the theater before, but has there been a discussion about making a TV show out of the story?
Yeah, I mean, we've been offered a few times, but we just can't agree on who should play us.
Right, smart.
And so
Denzel Washington,
yes,
for sure.
Denzel.
For sure.
I think it just goes to show that when you put some time and energy into the backstory, it gives people more context for the music if they want to. We've always made sure that we didn't write records that required people to understand that narrative and that story in order to enjoy the music. But I know for me, I just love telling stories. I think it's a whole art form in itself. It's another way to just express creativity.
You think it's more important to be looked at either by current standards or looking back in the future that you guys were great musicians, a great band, or good storytellers?
Good friends.
There you go.
It wasn't a choice.
We're actually not great musicians. That's
I don't think
you just got to learn a few chords and then look where you could end up.
Yeah, I think if you have creativity, then that might get you further. If you're not a great musician,
there's a level of kind of blind confidence that you need to just like, here's a song. It was at one point nothing, and now it's something. And but at the same time, it's not just this individual confidence. You have to find a collaborator, someone that you trust. And in this case, we found each other, and the confidence came from, well, at least we think it's good, or at least we think it's cool. So you have to adopt that confidence to release in anything. But it's nice to have a collaborator that's kind of like with you going, hey, if this doesn't work, we're going down together.
This is a no phone show. They took my phone and shattered it when I arrived. Do you guys play differently? Like, do you feel there's a sense of freedom when you know that every single person is going to be completely focused on you? Or is this the opportunity for you to work out Type 5 stand-up set or something because there's no phones there?
Yeah, exactly. We're just working on our quick five.
Yeah.
This is kind of I think when the idea of a no phone thing came about, we always thought, we don't want to make people do, like, we were always, we don't want to make people do that. We think that they should, make their decision on how they want to enjoy their concert. We've in no way been pioneers of that. In fact, this might be like one of our first like shows that we do this in. Wow. You realize how a room changes when everyone is kind of really living in that moment. And, if Josh, maybe I'll, pants Josh mid-show and no one will ever know.
It will just live in people's memories.
That's great.
Yeah,
no one will believe them. They'll tell the stories.
Draw it from memory.
Right. You have to get one of those court sketch artists drawing what happens here at the show so people will actually believe it.
Yeah, there's a stenographer in the back of the room too. Write down everything we say.
You guys always think about it. You guys have done a great job of not selling out. Don't see any products available that you guys are endorsing. Target or Bed Bath & Beyond.
We're not in these situations very often where someone is talking to us about kind of like their perspective of our career like you are now. We actually kind of stick to ourselves, and it's really cool for you to hear that because there has been a lot of deliberate conversation about like, okay, what do we like when we say yes to things, or we collaborate, or we feature, or we, do an advertisement or whatever it may be, we're bringing our fans with us, and we're saying yes for them as well. I know it's a little cheesy that, bands are always saying things like, we're all family, and our fans are, we even say every night, like, we're 21 Pilots and so are you. And, I actually got that from Jack White, even though his was a little different.
He says he's 21 Pilots?
No.
That's crazy.
No, his is a little different. What do you say? He is, you've been great and I've been Jack White or something like that. So I'm like,
you've changed it enough.
I got to find something. Yeah. Mine's not as cool as his, but anyway, it does feel like, that sense of ownership is something that takes several years to protect.
Yeah. I'm always excited. There's a lot of great musicians, terrible interviews. They and you guys have always been fun, you're funny, and we appreciate that.
Let's do some more stuff.
And now let's do that Type 5 on stage tonight. We'll
Let's do it. Actually, I do have a note in my phone of like, if I were
Come on, pull it out. Do one. What's the note?
Let me do one.
Do one of your notes.
What is
if you were going to do stand-up, you have like a concept?
I literally have a note that says stand-up.
You're about to knock 30 seconds off your Type 5.
Hold on. Yeah. Where is
don't
that?
Don't blow the finale here.
Oh,
this is great. I got to hear this.
Oh, man. I got to work on the time. It's all about the timing.
Of course, but what's the concept? This is good. Let's go.
My wife said to me one time, I'd have to put it together, right? But she said, I think we would have a better relationship if you didn't know English. So I don't know. I was gonna riff on that one. So there's a little piece,
That's great.
Some wife jokes.
Hey, very relatable.
Classic.
People get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, 21 Pilots here at the Bellwether.